Respected Chairman and Convener of this session, and ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by thanking each one of you, the elected representatives, members of Parliament, who spoke in Parliament against this bill, and civil society leaders, scholars, lawyers, students and youth who have raised their voice very powerfully against this draconian bill. I think it is not just a legislation or a bill. It is part.
It's no act.
Yeah, it is not just an act which is passed. It's part of BJP's broader campaign. I think three important objectives that BJP is trying to achieve through many of its campaigns. So this is also part of it. One important thing is weakening the democratic institutions. This trend is continued since 2014. They have tried to weaken the election commission, the courts, and all the democratic institutions that are here. So now they are trying to weaken the institution of Waqf. Second important thing is tightening the central autocratic control. So as just Khalid Sahab has elaborated, the overall legislation is to tighten the central control and to abolish all the democratic elections, democratic nominations. So this is second important thing. And third important thing is polarizing society on religious lines and creating deep mistrust between communities. So now we are already seeing that Waqf board, it is being projected as illegal landholder, which is snatching lands of temples, villages, and farmers. Yesterday, Home Minister was saying that some entire villages in some states, they have been snatched by Waqf board. So such kind of propaganda is going on. So I think this is part of this three-pronged strategy, three-objective strategy that is continuing since long, and now this Waqf Act is also being used to achieve these objectives. I think there are four major issues in this act. First issue is interference in religious affairs. Waqf is fully a religious institution, and traditionally, not only in India, but across the globe, it is seen as something very private to Muslim community, Muslim religious group, but undue interference in such religious affairs, obviously it is highly condemnable. So that is first point. Second important point is de-democratization. Our country is a democratic country, and we need to try to create as many democratic posts as possible. Wherever possible, elected representatives, they should have the powers. So in previous arrangements, many important positions they were elected, many Waqf board members they were elected, chairman was elected through the arrangement of community. But now all these important positions, they are nominated by central government, and as Khalid Sahab has rightly put, they will be just yes man. Third important change is assault on federalism. Waqf and all land related matters in the constitutional arrangement of India, they are mainly state subjects. But in these state subjects, the central government, it is trying to snatch the rights of states and want the cooperative federalism, that is the spirit of constitution, it is being grossly violated. Fourth important and very important thing is dismantling the protection framework of Waqf. So whether it is abolition of exemption from law of limitation, whether Waqf by user related changes that have been made, reducing the punishments for illegal encroachers. So all such changes that have been brought into legislation, so they are dismantling the whole protective arrangement that was in place for protecting the Waqf properties. I think the most important issue at this stage is the wave of false narrative and manufactured hysteria that is going on in media. Waqf boards, they are acquiring land illegally. This was very forcefully put before Parliament also, and now same thing is going on in media also. Waqf board is being projected as an institution which is grabbing land and snatching properties from civilians, while the reality is, even if there are some disputes, I think no single example can be cited where Waqf board has acquired any property or take any property in possession. Disputes, they are also about just clerical entries. Somebody has entered something and other people, they are disputing. So such entries are possible anywhere in any government institution, and they can be resolved through process of law. Courts are for that purpose only. But it is being portrayed as if it's an institution which is grabbing lands illegally. We all have heard this repeatedly that after 2013, the land of Waqf board, it has increased many times. While the fact of the matter is, because 2013 legislation has brought arrangements for digitization, for proper maintenance of records, so many entries that were unrecorded, that were with state Waqf boards, that have been digitally saved, digitally recorded, they came on website. So because of that, that increase or inflation is noted. It has nothing to do with actual inflation or actual increase in acquired properties. But this picture is being portrayed. So I think the main risk that this act has created, it will create land disputes and even communal tensions at so many places. It will create a wave of such tensions, because wherever problem is there or wherever they want to mobilize people and get political advantage, they will create dispute. Collector will come, it will acquire property, and tension and communal tension and dispute will start arising. So this is not only violation of religious rights, but it is very dangerous for law and order. It is very dangerous for the social fabric of the country, for the overall communal situation of the country, and it will give a breeding ground for parties like BJP who want to achieve political gains through communal polarization by making people and communities fight each other. So I think this is very important aspect, and that is to be taken, a serious note has to be taken of it by civil society and we all. So I believe we need to work at 3 levels. Number 1 is agitation. We need to raise our voice. Very powerfully we need to raise our voice against this legislation. All India Muslim Personal Law Board has already drafted a very big plan. They are holding rallies and public programs in all across the country, at all state headquarters, district headquarters, and even at the small places. So civil society and we all should also come forward and support this initiative and try to raise our voice very powerfully. That is one aspect. Second important aspect is this propaganda, narrative, controlling the narrative. And I think that is very important. As I said, the way this narrative is being promoted, it has a huge potential of creating very deep rift between communities, communal tensions. So it has to be countered, and real situation, facts and figures, they need to be brought to general public. For that also we need your active cooperation. We are also working, but I think people from every section, they need to come forward and counter this wrong narrative and wrong picture that is being put. And finally, at the level of courts or legislation, that already our Supreme Court lawyers, they have planned, many litigations have already been filed. So I think these 3 important fronts are there on which we need to work, and for that we need some creative ideas and how we can go forward. I hope some good suggestions will come from you, and we all will work together towards this, inshallah.